So in today's lesson, we'll be studying about the mensuration, that what mensuration is. Please start writing. What a mensuration is, I'm making my own notes, try to make your own. So mensuration is a branch of maths, deals with the study of deals with the study of length, area, and volume. So mensuration is a branch of maths deals with the study of length, area, and volume. So first of all, in mathematics, we have 2D shapes. So first of all, we need to study that what 2D shapes are one by one in detail. So 2D shapes. So 2D shapes, the first shape we have is triangle. Okay, Isa, we just started that the branch of maths deals with the study of length, area, and volume. The first we have two-dimensional shapes, that is 2D shape, okay, to which we cannot touch them. That's the two-dimension things. The first is triangle. The first is triangle, and we are already done with this. That what a triangle is. There are two types of triangle. The one is a right angle triangle with a 90-degree angle. So that's the height, and that's the base. It stands for height. So area of the triangle is equals to 1 by 2 into base into height. Okay. And if a triangle is not a right angle triangle like this, that for example A, B, C, so we know that angle opposite to this is capital A, that is capital C, that is capital B. So the area formula would be A is equals to 1 by 2 product of two sides, product of product of two sides time sine included. That's the formula for the area of the triangle. So there are two types of triangles in right in front of you. So for the perimeter of the triangle, there is no formula for the perimeter. Perimeter means boundary. Perimeter means it boundary means boundary of shape means boundary of shape. So it means that sum of all perimeter is equals to sum of all sides. Sum of all sides. For example, let me make it in a very quick way. Like for example, this is a right angle triangle right in front of you, and that's 9, that's 5. So the area is equals to 1 by 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 9. 5 nines are 45. 45 divided by 2 is 22.5 centimeter squares, because area is a square quantity. Everybody, I hope this is clear. It's very basic. This is type 1. And for example, the question number 2 is a triangle which is not a right angle triangle. For example, that is 9 and that is 11, and this angle is 60. So the area of the triangle would be the product of two sides multiply with sine included. That's that thing. So area of the triangle would be product of two sides multiply by sine included. So that would be 9 times 11 multiplied with sine of 60. So you can use the calculator and calculate the results. I hope this is clear, because we are already done with the trigonometry just a day ago. Agree? Okay, the second shape we have is a square. Second shape is square. Okay, what a square is? Square is a four-sided polygon, which is a quadrilateral. It has all angles of 90-degree. Okay, it has all angles of 90-degree, and all sides of the square, they are same in length. So area of the square is equals to what? It would be length square, and the perimeter is equals to sum of all sides. So there are four sides and they are all are same, so 4 times L is the perimeter. So for example, let me name it, like for example, this is 5, so area of this square would be 5 square, which is 25 centimeter square. For example, it is in centimeter, and the perimeter of this is 4 times 5, that is equals to 25 centimeter. Perimeter is not a square quantity, but although area is a square quantity. Okay, I hope any questions so far. Actually, it's very basic. Any questions? Good job. Okay, the third shape is a rectangle. Okay, what is a rectangle? It is also a quadrilateral, means four-sided figure, and it has all angles of 90 like a square, but the difference is that the opposite sides are equal. So the largest side is called as the length. It is known as the length, and that is known as the width or the breadth of the rectangle. So area of the rectangle is equals to length multiplied by width. So for example, if this is 10 and that is 5, so 10 times 5 is equals to 50 centimeter square, and the perimeter means the boundary of the circle, or sorry, boundary of the rectangle, that you want to tie this rectangle with a rope. So how much rope is needed? So it will be something like you have to sum of all sides. So you know that if this is 10, so that is also 10, and if that is 5, so that is also 5. So I just add all. Simple as that. 10 plus 5 plus 5 plus 10, so that is equals to 30 centimeter. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Is it clear? And we do have a formula for the perimeter as well, that 2 bracket length plus breadth. Okay, and that's the same thing. Okay, but I recommend student not to memorize formula for the perimeter because it is sum of all sides. So if you just memorize only the area formula, that will help you a lot. Okay, for example, the third, no, sorry, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that is the fourth shape, and very important from exam point of view. Okay, so the name of the shape is rhombus, and at the same time I'll be drawing the parallelogram as well, because they both are interrelated. Parallelogram. Okay, so look what a rhombus is. Rhombus is a tilted form of a square. So I'm drawing the rhombus here. It is a tilted form of a square. Like square, it has all sides equal. All sides equal. So all sides equal like square, and it is tilted square. Tilted square, and opposite angles are same. Opposite angles are same. So for example if this is angle A, so that would be angle A as well, and if this is angle B, so that would be angle B as well. So area of the rhombus is equals to area of the rhombus is equals to base times height. Okay, now the question is that what a height is. So height is always a straight line, remember that. Okay, don't confuse yourself with anything else. So for example, if this is 5 centimeter is the base of this rhombus, and according to the definition all sides would be 5, but the height is this straight line. Okay, remember that height is always straight, so that is height of the rhombus. So for example, if the height of the rhombus is for example 7, so base is 5, so and the height is 7. 5 sevens are 35 centimeter square. Okay, let me draw one parallelogram here, so it will help you to memorize this shape. Wait a minute, let me just do it one more time. As I said that rhombus is a tilted form of a square, so parallelogram would be a tilted form of rectangle. Remember that. Like rectangle, opposite sides are equal, like rectangle. But like rhombus, opposite angles are same. So if this is A, so that would be A as well. If this is B, so that is the B as well. So it means that opposite sides like rectangle are same. They are same, and it's a tilted rectangle. It's a tilted rectangle. Okay, opposite angles are same. This is the similarity between the rhombus. Opposite angles are same. बेटा मैं थोड़ा जल्दी जल्दी इसलिए करा रहा हूँ कि मंडे को आप लोगों का एग्जाम है, तो आप लोग थोड़ा सा जरा तैयारी कर लेंगे अपनी। इज इट क्लियर? इफ नॉट तो मैं फिर थोड़ा और भी स्लो स्लो चलूँ। समझ आ रही है सबको कि नहीं?
यस सर, आ रही है।
हूर एंड नूर, बेटा डू यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस? मारो। Okay. Area is equals to, again, the formula of the area is base into height. Same formula for both of them, rhombus, and you can see that the formula is same, and here the formula is also same. So it means that if we need a base and then we need a height, and we debated a lot just a few minutes ago that, for example, Isa, this is base, so the height is this one. This is your height. स्ट्रेट लाइन, हाइट इज ऑलवेज अ स्ट्रेट लाइन, ओके, टिल्ड लाइन नहीं होती, ठीक है, हमेशा याद रखें, ठीक है, ओके। सो फॉर एग्जांपल बस इसमें भी सेम वही एग्जांपल आगे हम लोग क्वेश्चंस करेंगे तो उसमें इंशाल्लाह आपको क्लियर हो जाएगा। तो जी 4 शेप्स हो चुकी हैं। नाउ वी हैव द फिफ्थ सिक्स्थ शेप which is trapezium. Trapezium is a bit different. It's a quadrilateral as well. It is a quadrilateral, but it has one pair of parallel line. So for example, if this line is parallel to this one, so you can see that these two lines are parallel. So let me just join them. So you can see that it's a quadrilateral. It's a quadrilateral, but it has only one pair of parallel line. So for example, this is L1 and that is L2. And Hoor and Noor beta, as I debated a few minutes ago, that this would be the height. This would be the height. Yes or no? So area of the trapezium is equals to 1 by 2 times bracket L1 plus L2 into height. Okay, into height. Please do write height incomplete because most of the students they confuse height with the hypotenuse. So this is what the area is. For example, let me draw the trapezium in a different style. So for example, as we can see that it's a line, it's another line. So if I join this with this one, so as I can see that these two are also parallel, L1 L2, that's height. So area is equals to 1 by 2 multiply with L1 plus L2 sum of parallel sides into height. The formula would be the same. We can draw the trapezium in different styles, but still we have to be very much careful about that how it looks. We can see that all the shapes, rhombus has two pairs of parallel line. Parallelogram has two pairs of parallel lines because the opposite sides they will never meet, right? We can see that in rectangle we also have two parallel lines, like I'm talking about these two, that this line is parallel to this one and this line is parallel to this one, two pairs. We can see that same two pairs in square as well, like that we can see that. So in trapezium only we have what, we have only one pair of parallel line. Is it clear? Is it clear everybody?
Sir, I have a question.
Gg.
Sir, we don't find parameter for rhombus and parallelogram.
So as I said that perimeter has no formula, sum of all sides, okay? For example,
Okay.
we have no formula for the perimeter. Perimeter is sum of all sides, okay?
Yes.
Do not memorize the formula for the perimeter. Perimeter is a straight away thing that it's a perimeter means boundary. For example, let me make a very complex shape for you here. Like for example, this is the starting point, this is the starting point, and this is at the same time is the ending point. Agree? So if you want to calculate the perimeter of this shape, for example, it's an irregular shape, so you have to calculate all the boundary. Agree? Get it? You don't need any formula for that. I hope I'm clear with that. So please ease
Yes.
your calculations and memorization at the same time. Okay. So my dear students, we are left with only last shape, second last shape of the 2D, that is seventh shape, and the name of the shape is kite. So we can see that a kite, mathematical kite, is something like that. So it has four lines. It's a quadrilateral, yeah, indeed. And in this, this line is equal to this one, and this line is equal to this one. We know that there are two diagonals of the kite. The two diagonals of the kite, the green lines. Diagonal is a line from one angle to another angle, and it will meet at 90 degrees angle. Agree, everybody? The green lines are known as the green line are known as the D1, which is diagonal, and that is the D2. Agree? So area of the kite would be what? What would be the area of the kite? That is D1 multiply with D2. You have to multiply the diagonals only to get the area of the kite. Is it clear, everybody? Is it clear? Is this clear, everybody? Any questions
Yes,
so
sir.
far?
No, sir.
बेटा किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन है तो बता दें मुझे. शाबा, हरी अप. हूर एंड नूर, बेटा मैसेज भी बता दें. आपका इंटरनेट वीक है आज. ईसा, आप मैसेज कर सकते हैं मुझे. ओके. सो ओके बेटा. सो d1 डिवाइड बाय 2. ओके, सॉरी, इट्स ये मुझसे गलती हो गया थोड़ा सा. सो एरिया ऑफ द काइट इज इक्वल टू, ये 1/2 मैं बोल चुका हूँ, 1/2 इंटू d1 इंटू d2. ठीक है. You have to multiply with two diagonals and then divide by 2. Okay, that is the area of the kite का formula हो गया. Okay, then we have circle. That is also 2D shape, very important from exam point of view. Okay, so circles आगे हम लोगों ने करने भी हैं, angle properties of circle में. ठीक है. So don't you worry about that. So circle, it has a center, and this line is known as the radius of the circle. For example, OA. So we can say that O to A is radius of the circle. And for example, if this line is complete line, so for example, what is the name of BA? Anyone? That is known as the diameter of the circle. Okay. So area of the circle is equals to pi r square. That's the formula for the area. And Barira in perimeter in circle is known as circumference. Perimeter or circumference. Okay, beta.
Yes, sir.
That is known as circumference of the circle is equals to 2 pi r. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So you have to keep this thing in mind that this is your shape 8. Is it clear, everybody? Any questions so far? As you guys are outgoing students, so that is the reason I'm just kicking the course, just for the better understanding, because you have the exam on Monday. Is it clear? Marok, is this clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then I'm proceeding towards the 3D shapes. So I'll ask a few previous students of mine which were in my class. So for example, let me ask the first shape from Arbab. Arbab, can you hear me? The first shape is in 3D dimension, it's a cube. It's a cube. And 3D means we can touch it. We can touch these shapes. These shapes. Okay. Cube is the 3D form of square. 3D form of square. Okay. But we have to keep this thing in mind. Like, for example, let me draw a cube right in front of you. Okay. So you can see that I'm trying my best to draw accurate cube right in front of you. Okay, it's a cube. So it means that if this is L, so that is L, and that is also L. So you can see that all sides are same. As I say that it's a 3D form of what? Square. And we should know that a 3D form, they have volume. They have volume. They have the capacity to store something. So volume, so the volume is length cube. So volume of the cube is length cube. And 3D forms, Barira, they don't have the perimeter, they have the total surface area. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, they have the total surface area. Like for example, Isa, I want to paint this cube. Now I have six faces. We know this already. That there are six squares, so that would be 6l square. So for example, Isa, we know this already that it's one face left, right. Now it is top, bottom, and this one is the front one, and there is a back one as well. Agree? Is it clear? For example, and let me draw here a net of the cube as well for you. So net of the cube is it has six squares. Like for example, I want to fold this, so I must have at least six squares. So for example, this one and this one. Get it, Barita? So there are six faces which a cube has. So if I fold them one by one, so this is what the net of cube is. Is it clear? Is this clear? Now there is a question right now that okay, thank you. Okay, now there is a question, who, like for example, the cube is open. Agree? For example, the cube is open. So what would be the total surface area then? Come on, Hur, Noor, Barira, Marokh, Arbab, Mubin. For example, the cube is open from the top. So total surface area would be, come on everybody, I need answer. Isa, can you hear me? ओके अरबाब द क्वेश्चन इज कि फॉर एग्जांपल क्यूब जो है वो टॉप से ओपन हो यस इट इज 5l स्क्वायर फॉर एग्जांपल अगर स्क्वायर जो है वो टॉप से ओपन हो सो इसका टोटल सरफेस एरिया जो है वो होगा आपके पास 5l स्क्वायर बिकॉज यू हैव 5 सर्कल स्क्वायर्स देन एग्री इज इट क्लियर एंड फॉर एग्जांपल द स्क्वायर इज ओपन फ्रॉम बोथ एंड यस एक माइनस कर दे 5 रह जाएंगे लेकिन अगर दोनों साइडों से ओपन हो तो फिर एक और माइनस करना पड़ेगा हमें एग्री Well, yes, very good. Thank you. So I hope everyone you understand this. Noor and Hoor, do you understand this? Okay, okay, beta. Thank you. So now we are proceeding towards the second shape, and that is known as the cuboid. Okay, cuboid is the 3D form of rectangle. Rectangle का 3D form है, ठीक है जी? जरा गौर करें please. So 3D form of rectangle. So for example, let me make the cuboid in a very quick way so that we can proceed further. So for example, let me make it. So you can see that I tried to make a cuboid right in front of you. मैंने cuboid बनाने की कोशिश की है थोड़ा सा untidy बन गया दोबारा ट्राई करता हूँ एक्चुअली फ्री हैंड बना रहा हूँ ना क्यूबॉइड जो है अक्सर स्केल से बनाए तो ज्यादा अच्छा होता है लेकिन इंशाल्लाह ये भी अच्छा ही बन जाएगा भाई हाजिम कैन यू हियर मी
Yes, sir.
Okay, we know this that it's a 3D form of rectangle. So 3D form of rectangle. So the volume is as it's 3D, so it has the capacity to store something. So this side is known as the length. That side is known as the breadth or width, and this is known as the height. Agree? So the volume of the cuboid is equals to length multiplied by breadth multiplied by height. This is what the capacity um, of the cuboid is. For example, a normal room, for example, a room in which I am sitting right now, I know that I know this is the room in which I am sitting right now. Okay, so let me just make this calculation, a bit of the calculation, and the room, this room has the height of 11 feet. We have 11 feet wala scale for the rooms, okay? And this is 10 feet, and the length of the room is 12 feet. That's the dimensions of my room, right? So the volume should be 11 length multiplied by breadth. So that is 12 multiplied by 10 times 11. So we know that 12 tens are 120 times 11. So 120 times 11 is 1320 feet square. Feet cube, sorry. Volume is a cubic quantity. Okay. Is it clear? So it means that I can store some luggage inside this room of how much volume of 1320 feet cube. Is it clear? That's the capacity of this room. That's how people they take the capacity of a hall of a classroom, like one chair occupies that much volume, so how much chairs will occupy the room. So that's how they calculate that the capacity of the hall is 500 students, 200 candidates, or 200 people in a cinema hall. That's how they calculate the capacity. I hope this is clear. Is it clear? Yes or no? Okay, thank you. So, for example, as we debated that every 3D shape they don't have the perimeter, they do have the total surface areas. So the total surface area of the cuboid is equal to 2 bracket length into breadth plus breadth into height plus height into length. Why this formula? We know that the left wall and the right wall they are of same dimensions. The front and back of the room they are in the same dimension, and the top, the roof or the floor and the floor they are of the same dimensions. That is the reason we have six rectangles in the cuboid. Is it clear, everybody? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's what a cuboid is, and the cuboid has the same net like a square, but it has six rectangles instead of six squares, and two rectangles of same dimensions. Okay, each. So that's what a cuboid is. Any problems so far, everybody? Because once I'm done with the lecture, we'll proceed towards the past paper questions, which are going to be a part of your exam. Okay. Any problems so far? Okay, no. And Hoor and Noor, any problems so far? If you have any question, I can go into some detail. Okay. Marok, any problem? Hazim,
No problem, sir.
Sir.
Noor, okay, Noor ho gaya, and Arbab and Isa. Okay, ji. Then moving towards the most important shape from the exam point of view is cylinder. It's very important. So the third shape is cylinder. So let me draw a cylinder first. So it's a cylinder. सो बस थोड़ा सा अनटाइडी बन गया, बस आप समझ जाएंगे इट्स अ सिलेंडर, ठीक है, क्योंकि ज़रा जल्दी जल्दी करते हैं. ओके, सो इट्स अ सिलेंडर. सो do not retta their formulas. So net of the cylinder is something like that. Net. So net of the cylinder is there is a rectangle and there is a circle on both ends. Okay, there is a circle on both ends. So we can see that there are circle on both ends. So for example, Noor, the lower portion of the cylinder is you can see that it's a circle. Agree? And the volume of the cylinder is the portion, the lower part, which is the circle area. So that is pi r square. So we have to multiply with the height. So that is pi r square, and you have to multiply with the height. The more the height of the cylinder, the more will be the volume. Agree? Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay, like right now, for example, I have a glass in front of me. I have a glass in front of me, and I'll be explaining this because the glass is in the shape of a rectangle. Sorry, it's in the shape of a cylinder. The glass looks like this. This is the glass I have right in my room. So it's a glass. Okay. According to the dimensions, I can see that the height of the glass is approximately 12 centimeters, and the diameter of the glass is approximately, it is 7 centimeter. It is 7 centimeter. Okay, it is 7 centimeters. So for example, the diameter is 7 centimeter. So we know that the radii would be the half of the diameter, that is 3.5. Agree? So the volume of this glass would be pi r is 3.5 square and the height is 12. So can anyone do this calculation for me? That 3.5 square times pi times 12. So according to my calculator, the form like it is 461 centimeter cube. 461 centimeter cube. So 461 centimeter cube means in maths, आगे जाके skills भी आपको पढ़ाऊंगा. 461 centimeter cube means 461 ml of water. Okay, ml of water, that's the capacity of this glass. So that is the reason we need these things. Okay, so volume, as I said, that volume is the capacity. Volume is the capacity of any shape to hold slash to store something. I hope is this clear? Yes or no? Okay, so now the question is, for example, now the question is that what would be the total surface area? So बेटा रटा नहीं लगाना है इस चीज के ऊपर. ओके, टोटल सरफेस एरिया का फॉर्मूला मैं नेट के साथ बना रहा हूँ, जरा देखें जरा प्लीज. Total surface area, I know the formula for this is pi r square. Agree?
Yes, sir.
But I'm talking about the total surface area, so we should know that it is, wait a minute. Arbab, can you please tell me what is the formula for the total surface area of the cylinder? Area of cylinder. Ji, Arbab, ji, any problem? 2 pi RH. Somehow it's correct, लेकिन थोड़ा बहुत गलत है. Okay. अब जरा देखें, for example, if you want to paint the total surface area of the cylinder, so you have two things. The first one is that you have base plus curved area. Okay, so you should know that how to find out the base. You know that there is a pi r square, you have two pi r squares. Agree? That is what the base is. Now you need to find out the curve area, which is this area, this one, the one I'm just sharing here, the curve area of that cylinder. Is it clear? Is it clear, everybody?
Yeah.
So the curve area of the cylinder would be the boundary of the circle, which is the in the base of the circle, times height. Is it clear? That would be the boundary of the circle, which is in the base, times height. That would be the curved surface area of the cylinder. Is it clear, everybody? Is it clear? Any problems so far? मैं अभी दोबारा ये कर रहा हूँ, तो काइंडली प्लीज पे अटेंशन, जरा इसको जरा गौर से देखें. ये मैं दोबारा लिख रहा हूँ. एक मिनट, ये तो मैं इसको ऐसे इधर ही छोड़ देता हूँ. तो मैं ऐसा करता हूँ कि नीचे एक तो दूसरा बनाता हूँ. ये देखें यहाँ, ये इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है. ओके, दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट. This is important. So wait a minute. It's a cylinder. So total surface area of the cylinder is, first of all, we need is a base area plus curved area. So we should know that what a base is. We know that the base of the cylinder is two circles. Agree? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes,
So
sir.
two circles means 2 pi r square. Agree? Because one circle is pi r square. So there are two circles, so 2 pi r square. Now it's time to for curve. एंड एवरीबॉडी प्लीज फोकस, जिसको समझ ना आए वो पूछे मुझसे। अच्छा, नाउ इट्स कर्व, कर्व मींस दिस थिंग, इज इट क्लियर, इज इट क्लियर? The round side of a cylinder of, for example, a Pepsi tin. Is it clear, everybody? Curve
Yes.
means this thing. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, बस ये यही समझाना चाहता था। अगर ये समझ आ गई है तो that's very easy then. So curved surface area we know that, and curved surface के लिए हमें क्या चाहिए? Curved surface के लिए we need the circumference of the circle times height, times height. So मैं green से लिख देता हूँ, नोट्स में आ जाएगा। Circumference of the circle is pi r, and that's height. That's how we can paint any cylinder, or we can calculate any total surface area of the cylinder. Agree? Agree? Is this clear? So this is what the total surface area of the cylinder is, and then okay, everybody, if you understand this, so then can I proceed to the next shape, which is cone? Any problem so far? बेटे द टेक्निक टू मेमोराइज दीज फॉर्मूलाज इज नॉट टू रट्टा। ठीक है, आपने इसको रट्टा नहीं लगाना है। ठीक है, आपने इसको ऐसे ही याद करना है जैसे मैं आपको सिखा रहा हूँ। ठीक है, शेप बनाओ, शेप से फॉर्मूला खुद बनाओ और फिर क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करना है। इज इट क्लियर? ओके, सो द नेक्स्ट शेप इज, हमारे पास तीन थ्री डी हो गए हैं, अब हमारे पास है फोर्थ थ्री डी शेप। फोर्थ थ्री डी शेप, दिस इज फोर्थ शेप, which is a cone, which is a cone, and we know that how cone looks like. A cone is something like that, and cone, net of the cone is Hazim, net of the cone
जी
is
जी.
a sector. अच्छा बेटा, net of the cone क्या होता है? It's a sector of 120 degrees. Sector of how much degrees? 120 डिग्रीज। आप पेपर पे एक पिज्जे का पीस काट लें ऐसा ही, लेकिन उसका एंगल 120 डिग्री हो। सो आप उसको जब फोल्ड करेंगे तो बन जाएगी। ओके, इज इट क्लियर? दैट्स द नेट ऑफ द सर्कल। ओके, the capacity of the cone, hum whenever we all are aware about the ice cream, agree that what is the capacity of the cone? So that the volume of the cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Now there is a question that, sir, why you wrote 1 by 3 pi r square? Agree? Now you can see that it's 120 degrees. It's 120 degrees, and we know that 120 degree is the 1 by third of the circle. Yes or no? Hoor and Noor, do you understand this point? That 120 degree
Sir,
is the one, yes, 1 by third of the circle. That is the reason I wrote 1 by 3 of the circle formula, which is pi r square. So pi r square divided by 3, and that's the height. And where is the height in the cone? I'm marking that point. That is the radius. That is the radius, and this is the height, and this is the slant length. Okay, एंड हाजिम ऑलरेडी मैं पढ़ा चुका हूं दैट एल को कैसे फाइंड कर सकते हैं, स्लांट लेंथ को। वी नो दैट एल स्क्वायर इज इक्वल्स टू एच स्क्वायर प्लस आर स्क्वायर, व्हिच इज अ पाइथागोरस थ्योरम वी स्टडीड फ्यू डेज अगो। एग्री? इज दिस क्लियर? हाजिम, इज दिस क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
नूर एंड हूर, इज दिस क्लियर? Okay, is this clear, Noor and Hoor? Okay, well done, well done, well done, well done, well done. Okay, now there is a question. Now there is a question that what would be the total surface area of the cone? Of cone. So Arbab, you should know that what is the base of the cone plus what, how to find out the curved surface area? Arbab जी, if you want to paint a cone, अगर आप किसी भी कोन को पेंट करना चाहते हैं तो what should be the formula for that? Come on, We know that the total surface area of the cone, the base at the top, we can see that अगर आपने इस कोन को पेंट करना है तो मैं जरा एक कोन जरा दोबारा बना लूंगा यहाँ पे ताकि जरा और अच्छे तरीके से समझ आ जाए। ये हम बनाते हैं यहाँ पे कोन, थोड़ी सी बड़ी बनाते हैं ताकि और भी अच्छी समझ आए। आपको नजर आ रहा है कि इसकी जो बेस है ऊपर टॉप पे, इट्स अ सर्कल। एग्री और नॉट? यस और नो? यस और नो?
Yes, yes.
सो दैट इज पाई आर स्क्वायर। ओके जी। एंड कर्व सरफेस एरिया, the curved surface area, I'm talking about the round side of the cone, the round side of the cone, जिस जिस पोर्शन से हमने कोन को अपने हाथ में पकड़ा होता है, राउंड साइड ऑफ द कोन, that is equals to pi r l, that is equals to what? Pi r l, that is equals to pi r l. So that's the formula for the total surface area of the cone. Is it clear? पाई आपको क्वेश्चन में गिवन होगा, आर आपने यहां से निकालना है, दिस इज द वैल्यू ऑफ आर, ये आर होगी आपकी, ये हाइट आपको गिवन होती है क्वेश्चन में, ठीक है, और लेंथ आपकी ये वाली साइड होती है, दैट्स द स्लांट लेंथ एंड दैट इज द हाइट। इज दिस क्लियर एवरीबॉडी? एनी क्वेश्चन सो फार? ओके, नूर एंड हूर, एनी क्वेश्चन सो फार? वी आर लेफ्ट विद ओनली वन शेप फॉर टुडे, और इंशाल्लाह ताला मेरी कोशिश है कि मैं आप लोगों को जरा पेपर के लिए अच्छा रेडी करा लूं। ओके, सो वी आर लेफ्ट विद ओनली वन शेप आफ्टर कोन। सो कोन के बाद एक ही शेप रहती है हमारे पास, क्योंकि आप लोगों का एग्जाम नजदीक है तो कोशिश करेंगे पहले एग्जाम हो जाए, क्योंकि एग्जाम अभी तो आपका मई जून में है, तो इंशाल्लाह ताला उसके लिए हमारे पास टाइम है, हम ये टॉपिक रिपीट भी कर सकते हैं। पहले आप लोग मिड ईयर क्लियर कर लो। ये हो गया जी स्फेयर, उस स्फेयर के साथ ही मैं बना लूंगा हेमीस्फेयर, क्योंकि दोनों इंटर रिलेटेड है, और अगर आपको स्फेयर आता है तो आपको हेमीस्फेयर याद करने की जरूरत नहीं है, ठीक है। स्फेयर क्या होता है? फॉर एग्जाम्पल अ फुटबॉल, ठीक है, एक फुटबॉल जो है एग्जाम्पल है स्फेयर की। ग्लोब जो है दैट इज ऑल्सो एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ अ स्फेयर, ठीक है, ये मैं जरा ड्रॉ करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ। Okay, you can see that from all directions it's a round ball. So for example, it's a sphere right in front of you. The volume of the sphere is equals to 4 by 3 pi r cube. That's the volume. Because 3D है तो pi r cube ले लिया कि 3 dimensions से circle को hit किया है. So that's 4 by 3. So our volume of the sphere क्या होता है? Sphere is the half of hemisphere. Sorry, hemisphere is the half of what? Sphere. We can say that हमारे पास घर में इस तरीके के बाउल भी होते हैं किचन में, बाउल इन किचन, we do have some बाउल in kitchens, agree? So the volume of that bowl would be the half of this one, तो volume would be sphere divided by 2, ठीक है जी। स्फीयर का फॉर्मूला याद कर लें, हेमिस्फीयर का याद करने की जरूरत नहीं है। इज इट क्लियर? इज इट क्लियर ऑल ऑफ यू?
Yes, sir.
एंड एज इट्स अ सर्कल, ये सर्कल की तरह होता है ईसा, तो दैट इज द रीजन। देखो इसमें सिर्फ आर ही आपने फाइंड करना होता है, अगर आपको आर मिल गया तो आप उसका वॉल्यूम निकाल सकते हैं। इज इट क्लियर? जी बेटा, जी बेटा।
Promise me that is sphere volume. So can you hear me now?
बेटा जरा दोबारा बोलें, आपकी आवाज में डिस्टॉर्शन आ गई थी थोड़ी।
तो मैं कह रही थी कि अगर हम sphere का volume find कर लें उसको फिर divide by 2 करें, because it's not possible
हाँ
to
हाँ,
4 pi r divide by 2 करके।
हाँ हाँ, आप डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूले में भी डाल सकते हैं। देखें आप, ये मैं जरा आपके सामने फॉर्मूला बना रहा हूँ, जरा देखिए प्लीज। अच्छा, मैंने लिखा स्फेयर का फॉर्मूला 4/3, ठीक है, 4/3 पाई आर क्यूब, ऐसे ही लिखते हैं ना, ठीक है। मैंने पाई की जरा लाइन डिवाइड की जरा बड़ी कर दी है, और जब आपने इसको डिवाइड बाय 2 करना है तो डिवाइड बाय 2 का मतलब है कि न्यूमरेटर डिनोमिनेटर में आप 2 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दें इसको। इज इट क्लियर? सो ये इसका फॉर्मूला बन जाएगा, दैट्स डिवाइड बाय 2। इज इट क्लियर? जी परीरा, क्लियर हो गया बेटा? ओके, क्वेश्चन क्लियर हो जाएगा, जरा बोल दिया करें। अच्छा जी, द एरिया ऑफ द टोटल सरफेस एरिया ऑफ द दिस इज 4 पाई आर स्क्वायर, इसका, एंड इसका हो जाएगा हाफ, तो एरिया वुड बी द हाफ, इसको हाफ कर लें बस, 4 पाई आर स्क्वायर डिवाइड बाय 2, बस स्फीयर के फॉर्मूलों को आधा कर लेना है, तो दैट वुड बी 2 पाई आर स्क्वायर। इज दिस क्लियर? इज दिस क्लियर एवरीबॉडी? जी सब कुछ समझ आ गई मेरा बेटा कि नहीं? जी वेरी गुड, जबरदस्त। आई एम प्राउड ऑफ यू ऑल। थैंक्स फॉर पेइंग सम अटेंशन, क्योंकि अगर आपने अटेंशनली सुनना हो तो ये इंशाल्लाह ताला ये सारा लेसन जो है ये आपके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। ये सारे लेसन में सारी शेप्स को आप लोगों ने करना ये है। द टास्क इज, टुडेज टास्क इज, मैं टास्क यहाँ पे दे रहा हूँ आप लोगों को। टास्क इज कि इस लेक्चर को कॉपी करें, लेकिन कॉपी ऐसे करना है कि वन बाय वन आपने लिखना है। पहले 2D शेप्स, 2D शेप्स लिख दी, फिर ड्रॉ करें उनको, ठीक है। अंडरस्टैंड करें शेप को, जरा गौर से देखें इस शेप को, ठीक है। एरिया का फॉर्मूला बनाएं, ठीक है। और पेरीमीटर का फॉर्मूला याद करने की जरूरत नहीं है, सम ऑफ ऑल साइड होता है, ठीक है। फिर आप 3D शेप्स पे आ जाएं, ठीक है। हर 3D शेप बनाएं, फिर उसका नेट बनाएं, नेट के बाद उसका वॉल्यूम लिखें, वॉल्यूम के बाद उसका टोटल सरफेस एरिया लिख दें, ताकि आपको फार्मूले आ जाएं। जब आपको फार्मूले आएंगे तो आपको मैं कोई भी फार्मूले में कोई भी क्वेश्चन जो है वो मैं सॉल्व करवा सकता हूँ। इज इट क्लियर? इज दिस क्लियर एवरीबॉडी?
यस।
अच्छा, ईसा, ईसा, हाजिम, नूर एंड हूर, बेटा आप लोग जरा 1 मिनट के लिए मेरी स्क्रीन को देखें। जरा मैं आप लोगों को टास्क दे रहा हूँ। उससे पहले मैं ऐसा करता हूँ कि स्टॉप